Morning, Mark.
How are you, Steve?
I'm ready for Ascension at prayer.
Let's do it. We're looking at Lutheran Service Book 345, Hark, a Thrilling Voice is Sounding.
Now, is this one that you're really familiar with?
What, the thrilling voice? Just kidding. Not very. It is in the Advent section, though, so obviously we've done it before. But as we were looking at this, I was reminded about the fourth verse, which is one of my favorite verses. Here, let me read it for you. So, when next he comes in glory, so we're talking about Jesus. So when next he comes in glory and the world is wrapped in fear, he will shield us with his mercy and with words of love draw near. I like that visualization of wrapping something I don't like
We're
the
wrapped in
visualization
fear, right?
of being wrapped in fear, but it's a good visualization because it helps us understand where we are and how Jesus comes to us to show us his love.
Unwraps us at Christmas time so that we can be with him. No, but that is a great analogy, I
Sure.
think, because what is it that we understand is our state. This is what the church has to offer the world, and what the scriptures tell us is that we are not right. We're not all right because there's this thing that divides us from God, right? And the thing divides us so that all we really see is ourselves. All we really see is what we have and what we need to do. And Jesus is going to come. He's going to take all of that away. What that means is he's going to take away the stuff that we've concerned ourselves with our whole life, and that's scary, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
So that's really scary. That's why the end of the world is scary. That's why we're wrapped in fear.
Right.
But when Jesus shows up, he's going to give us something that's way better. He's going to give us himself. He's going to give us God. He's going to give us back to ourselves. It turns out we're not really just rooted in the stuff of this world. We're meant to be rooted in him, in God, in a relationship with someone who loves us perfectly. And we all know that in some sense, that we're made for that kind of love. But this is what this text and what Christianity has to offer the world. So we look forward to Christmas time, the end of the world.
Yeah. And these are the words of John the Baptist, which, you want to talk about something that doesn't look very comfortable, locusts and wild honey.
No. But what is John's legacy? John the Baptist's legacy is that he doesn't have a legacy. Right? He gives it all up completely to Jesus. So when Herod comes and arrests him, he goes through all the normal human emotions and everything, but what he has to say is, Jesus, it's really you, right? Because if it is, I'm willing to give it all up. John the Baptist in his day was this mighty, mighty man. He's a world figure. He had his own disciples and apostles, right? You remember the New Testament, they catch up with some of John's apostles. Apollos is out preaching the gospel of John, and some of Jesus' disciples catch up with him. They're like, hey, haven't you heard about this Jesus? John lived for Jesus. And we see that in our gospel text for this Sunday. John's voice, the thrilling voice is calling, and our thrilling voice that can thrill the world is the one that points to Jesus. The world is sick of people pointing to themselves, saying, hey, you got to follow me. I know what's best, right? Yeah, I'm Pastor Steve, right? I got the best sermons. I really don't. But even if I did, that would only get in the way of the salvation that we have in Jesus, in knowing him. And this is how we get in each other's way. But Jesus is going to come back, and he's going to free us from all of that. Our job is to let the world know that that's what's going to happen, so they're ready.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So coming up for this third Sunday of Advent, we've got a couple of other hymns that have to do with John the Baptist and words of comfort. We also have a baptism.
Yeah, baptism
John
this
the
Sunday.
Baptist. How about that?
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Don't forget to check out our channel with all of our information about our upcoming worship services with Christmas Eve. Just take a look at the other videos here. You can see our website, and we've got a lot of details about some exciting stuff coming up. We hope you can join us.
Blessed Advent.
Thanks.
Mark.
Have a great week.